The Philippines, a collection of over 7,000 islands, is a land of immense natural beauty and cultural richness. Its history is long and fascinating, stretching back thousands of years. Long before the arrival of any colonizers, indigenous peoples were thriving on these islands, creating vibrant communities and complex societies. They fished in the rich waters, relying on the bountiful seas for sustenance and trade. In the fertile valleys, they cultivated rice, a staple that would become central to their diet and culture. These early Filipinos were not isolated. They traded with their neighbors, exchanging goods and ideas. They formed their own communities, each with unique customs and traditions, some of which have been passed down through generations. Some of these communities evolved into powerful kingdoms such as Butuan and Tondo, which played significant roles in regional politics and trade. These kingdoms, like Butuan and Tondo, had their own systems of government, culture, and even writing systems, showcasing their advanced state of development. The writing systems, such as the Baybayin script, are a testament to their sophisticated culture and intellectual achievements. Though life was not always easy, these early Filipinos proved resourceful and resilient, adapting to the challenges of their environment. Their legacy lives on in the many traditions, dances, and languages that still exist in the Philippines today, a testament to their enduring spirit and cultural richness. Modern Filipino festivals and cultural celebrations continue to honor and preserve the heritage of these ancient communities, keeping their stories and traditions alive for future generations. Artisans today still practice traditional crafts, creating beautiful works that reflect the skills and artistry of their ancestors. Filipino cuisine, with its diverse flavors and ingredients, also carries the influence of these early beginnings, blending indigenous practices with later influences. Family gatherings and community events remain central to Filipino life, echoing the communal spirit of their ancestors. The natural landscapes of the Philippines, from its lush mountains to its pristine beaches, continue to inspire and sustain its people, just as they did for those who came before. Today, the Philippines is a vibrant and diverse nation, where the past and present coexist, creating a unique tapestry of history and culture. As Filipino children learn about their history and heritage, they carry forward the legacy of their ancestors, ensuring that the story of these ancient islands continues to be told. The story of the Philippines is one of resilience, adaptation, and enduring cultural richness, a testament to the strength and spirit of its people. In 1521, a Spanish explorer named Ferdinand Magellan landed on the island of Homonhon. This event marked a significant turning point in the history of the Philippines as it opened the door to European influence and colonization in the region. This marked the beginning of over 300 years of Spanish rule in the Philippines. The Spanish established their presence through a combination of military might, strategic alliances, and religious missions. They sought to expand their empire and spread Christianity. The Spanish brought with them their language, their religion, and a new way of life. Spanish became the language of administration, education, and trade, while Catholicism became deeply rooted in Filipino culture, influencing festivals, traditions, and daily life. The Spanish established a colonial government, converting many Filipinos to Catholicism and teaching them the Spanish language. They built schools, churches, and government buildings, creating a new social and political structure that would shape the Philippines for centuries. They built grand churches, imposing forts, and introduced new crops and industries. The Spanish brought with them new agricultural techniques and crops such as corn, cacao, and tobacco, which became important to the local economy. However, Spanish rule was not without its problems. The colonial government was often corrupt and inefficient, leading to widespread discontent among the Filipino population. The Spanish imposed their will through force, leading to numerous uprisings and resistance movements. The Filipinos were subjected to forced labor, heavy taxes, and had little say in their own governance. The encomienda system forced many Filipinos to work on Spanish-owned estates, while the tribute system imposed heavy taxes on the local population. These oppressive policies led to widespread poverty and suffering, fueling the desire for independence and self-determination. By the late 19th century, the desire for freedom had taken root in the hearts of many Filipinos. Inspired by Enlightenment ideals and angered by Spanish oppression, a group of educated Filipinos formed a secret society called the Katipunan. Led by Andres Bonifacio, the Katipunan ignited the Philippine Revolution in 1896. Filipinos from all walks of life rose up against their Spanish rulers. Though outgunned and outnumbered, their courage and determination could not be denied. The revolution marked a turning point, showing the world that Filipinos were willing to fight and die for their freedom. Just as the Philippines was on the verge of victory against Spain, another colonial power entered the scene, the United States of America. The Spanish-American War, fought on multiple fronts, reached the Philippines in 1898. The Americans, allied with Filipino revolutionaries, defeated the Spanish fleet in Manila Bay. However, their hoped-for independence did not materialize. Instead, the Philippines found itself under American rule, a bitter pill to swallow after fighting so hard for freedom. The Americans, however, brought with them a different approach to colonialism, focusing on education, infrastructure, and eventual self-governance. Section 5, A Time of Darkness, the Japanese occupation. World War II brought more turmoil to the Philippines. In 1941, the Japanese Imperial Army invaded, occupying the islands for 3 years. The Philippines, still under American control, became a battleground between two world powers. The Japanese occupation was a brutal period marked by hardship and suffering. Filipinos endured forced labor, food shortages, and violence, yet the spirit of resistance never died. Filipino guerrillas fought alongside American forces, yearning for the day their country would be free. Section 6. A nation reborn, independence at last. On July 4, 1946, the Philippines finally achieved its long-awaited independence. The United States, after years of preparation, granted the Philippines its sovereignty. It was a day of celebration, a testament to the Filipino people's resilience and unwavering spirit. The newly independent nation faced enormous challenges, rebuilding a war-torn country, establishing a stable government, and forging a new identity on the world stage. The Philippines, despite its struggles, had taken its place among the community of nations. Section 7. Growing Pains, the Post-Independence Philippines. The post-independence era was a time of both progress and turmoil for the Philippines. The young nation grappled with issues of poverty, inequality, and corruption. The government, though democratically elected, faced accusations of cronyism and authoritarianism. Ferdinand Marcos, elected president in 1965, declared martial law in 1972, ruling as a dictator for over a decade. His regime, marked by human rights abuses and corruption, eventually led to widespread discontent and calls for democracy. Section 8. People Power and a New Dawn. In 1986, the Filipino people once again showed their courage and determination. The streets of Manila became a sea of humanity, united in their quest for change. It was a time when the collective voice of the people echoed louder than ever before. Millions took to the streets of Manila in what became known as the People Power Revolution. This historic event was not just a protest, it was a movement that captured the hearts and minds of Filipinos from all walks of life. The sheer number of participants was a testament to the widespread desire for a better future. This peaceful uprising, fueled by a desire for democracy and freedom, forced Marcos to flee the country. The dictator's departure marked the end of an era of oppression and the beginning of a new chapter in Philippine history. The power of non-violent resistance had triumphed, showing the world that change could be achieved without bloodshed. The People Power Revolution restored democracy to the Philippines, ushering in a new era of hope and optimism. The nation was filled with a renewed sense of purpose and a collective belief in the possibility of a brighter future. The streets that once echoed with chants of protest now resonated with songs of celebration. Corazon Aquino, a symbol of democracy and peace, became the country's first female president. Her leadership was a beacon of hope for many, representing the triumph of the people's will over tyranny. Aquino's presidency was not just a political victory, it was a moral one, embodying the values of justice, freedom, and equality. Though challenges remained, the Philippines had proven to the world its commitment to democratic values. The journey ahead was fraught with difficulties, but the spirit of people power continued to inspire and guide the nation. The revolution had not only changed the political landscape, but had also ignited a sense of national pride and unity that would endure for generations to come. Section 9, the Philippines today facing the future. Today, the Philippines is a vibrant democracy with a growing economy and a rich cultural heritage. The country continues to face challenges, including poverty, corruption, and territorial disputes in the South China Sea. Despite these challenges, the Filipino people remain resilient, resourceful, and optimistic about the future. Their journey, marked by colonization, revolution, and resilience, serves as an inspiration to all those who strive for freedom and self-determination. The Philippines, with its rich history and vibrant culture, continues to carve its own path on the world stage.